Welcome to Friday's edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. Sorry for the delay. We had a bit of a fire alarm going off in the complex, which has just ended, so we can begin a fresh, brand new day with you guys, and I'm delighted to be here. Today I have with me the energy of Harry Houdini, and we want to discuss freedom, that it's who you are, and that when you learn that you can direct matter with your consciousness, that's when you begin to get a comprehension of being free. I'm going to get into that very shortly, but first I also want to announce my Patreon winner for the reading this month, the free reading this month with me, is Robin Peterson. Robin Peterson, you won the free reading with me this month, and I will send you an email so you can go to my calendar on my website and book your day and time for that appointment. I look forward to giving you that free reading sometime this month. I hope you guys are enjoying this winter. It's here in Toronto. It's been beautiful. We've had a few cold days. It's exquisite. And with all the changes going on the planet right now, there are just so many changes going on in human collective unconsciousness. The ascension movement is in full swing right now. All of the darkness. Hang on a second.
Attention, please. The alarm that sounded off on the mezzanine level is now cleared by Toronto Fire. Your attention, please. The alarm that sounded off on the mezzanine floor is now cleared by Toronto Fire. Thank you.
There we go. So this ascension movement is in full swing around the planet. And I hope you guys are feeling it as much as I am. The excitement, the thrill of watching people assert their authority over authority, that there is only one authority in all of creation, and that is the divine intelligence within us that beats all of our hearts, that supplies with our life. Even the ascended masters, Buddha, Jesus, Lao Tzu, many of these ascended beings, many of these multidimensional beings recognize that there is one universal source of consciousness that moves in a unified way through all points of time and space simultaneously. And ascension is getting into alignment with that consciousness and then living from it, living completely and freely from it. I also I got some announcements to make at the end of the show, so if you stick around, be here for that, and that'll be for next week's lineup. Also, I want to discuss tomorrow's meditation. It's very important. It's my guardian angel, John, and that's going to be at 10 a.m., and it's going to be called Unknowing. He's calling it Unknowing, and that's what the meditation is going to be on tomorrow, Unknowing. When I asked him why he chose that, he said it's really important that people are so trapped by what they want to know or what they think they know, they've forgotten the limitless information and opportunity that's available for them outside of what they know. So the meditation is going to be letting go of what you know, not who you are, what you know. Yeah, who you are is very different than what you know. But if you know yourself, it's very different than what you know. It's a beautiful thing. Good morning, everybody. So how's everybody? Share a comment with how you're doing where you are right now. Share a comment with how you're doing where you are right now. Also, if you see a question, answer a question. If you are here, also leave a question. Take the time to create a community that is highly intersupportive. So if you see a question, answer a question, and leave a question. It gives everybody a chance to participate fully and to experience different viewpoints of how they are experiencing a concern that they might have other than what we present here. Let's get into this. First of all, let's get into a couple of things. Harry Houdini tells me that his death was not accidental. It was an oversight. Not on his part. It was an oversight on someone else's part. The understanding he was gaining of the occult, of the relationship he had with influencing matter, time, and space, was rattling the chains of some authorities. His understanding that he had the capacity to organize conditions that people could perceive was a threat to those that did not want people to know. So those of you that sought to know the truth of my mysticism and that of many others even today, those of you seeking the truth of this must find it within yourselves. You are an organizer and a manifester of the conditions in your life. And wonder of the simple act of witnessing the birth and creation of a child, that is by far the greatest organization of matter that humans participate in directly. The greatest organization of matter is the creation of a living form. Bringing another soul into this dimension is the greatest magic act in all of creation. It is magic in the sense that it is a process that you may choose to engage in consensually with others to co-create another life form, and that life form in co-creation with you and the other decides to do this as well. It is a wonderful process of manifestation, not as there's no comparison to this. The act of bringing a physical child into this world is significantly more miraculous than any of the magical things that I was proclaimed to have done, and any of the magical things any others proclaim to do. The greatest act of creation with humans is to bring a new soul into physical manifestation. But simultaneously, the memory of who you are, will loan itself to freeing you from the confines of your limited capabilities of creation. This world has placed you in a position to believe that you have certain limitations in the process of creation. Yes, he's saying he's here more to answer questions than he is here to talk. He's saying he doesn't like talking that much, but he will answer questions. He says he prefers demonstration over language. He says demonstration is more effective in getting one to understand something beyond what they are familiar with knowing. If you realize this, then you can get very excited about what you do not have to know. That actually knowing less is far better for you than knowing more of what you do. But I will gladly answer questions and concerns, but I am not here to give any form of a lecture. That is not the way I prefer to communicate. Demonstration is far more effective. He's laughing at me because I don't know how to do what he knows how to do. Good morning. Hi, Gina. Wow, lots of great comments here. Hello, everybody. Hi, Drusilla. So I apologize for the fire alarm delay, but that's the way it is. Hi, Jenny. Wonderful, wonderful. Lots of interaction. That's great. Wow, I'm just scrolling down to questions. Yeah, he does not want to talk. He says he'd much rather demonstrate, but he will answer questions. But his statement still is true. Freedom is who you are. It's not your thought. Freedom is not your thoughts. Freedom is who you are. It's important to understand this. Freedom is who you are. Yes, thank you. Well, just scrolling down through here. Looks like there's lots of great conversation. Hello, Moran. Hello, Colleen. Welcome. Yeah. Hello, Daniela. Wow, wonderful. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of electrical phenomena going on in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be unusual electrical phenomena going on around the planet. If you're new to this channel, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Helps with the algorithms, gets this information out to more and more people. And again, it's very rare that I get a being that comes in that says, I don't want to talk. I just want to answer questions. So we'll get into that. So if you got any questions for Harry Houdini, please ask. Again, usually they just come through, but he's just saying, no, that's not my style. So we're going to go with that. A question from Adam. Can I ask Archangel Metatron, what are the factors that constitute how energetically sensitive an individual is, and why everyone has different levels of energy? It's funny you calling Metatron in, but I'm feeling Harry saying you must understand it is not a matter of how sensitive you are. It's a matter of the level of awareness that you have cultivated while being in a physical body, the level of awareness that you have cultivated while being in a physical body loans itself to greater levels of sensitivity. That is, one who believes that the body is the sole locus of their identity is limited to the conditions that the body presents them. In other words, what they would see or hear or smell or touch or taste is more real to them than they, the perceiver that is observing that perceptual experience. So the more aware you are of your nature, independent of the body, independent of matter and the influences of matter, you move into a higher level of sensitivity and capability at being able to orchestrate your perception very differently. But sensitivity is always determined by your awareness, not by what you're identified with, but your awareness of what you are as a consciousness. It frees you literally to change conditions of your material experience very differently than what you can thinking that you are your body, or thinking and believing that who you are told you are supposed to be is true. Many of you do not even understand the realization that who you have been taught to think you are, that is, what your environment has told you you are or should be, is not really who you are or should be, because you already are who you are. But learning to distinguish between who you are thinking you're supposed to be and who you are is the great journey. That is the greatest escape trick in all of creation, to get out of your own way, to get out of your mind's way, to become unsubjugated to the conditions the world has told you to accept as real or false. The greatest disappearing trick you will ever do is to awaken to who you are. I like that. Thank you so much. Great question, Adam. Hey, Khan Hao. Happy birthday, Moran. Happy birthday. Shout out to Moran. Happy birthday. Hi, Bo. Welcome from Connecticut. Hi, Nancy. Question from Nancy. I have been getting all over body chills a lot throughout the day. Is there a message for me? Wow. You got Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. I don't know why, but they're saying and there's one other will be arriving today. This is what you're feeling, the energy of Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael. There is a soul that is going to be coming to you today. You're being prepared to receive them, recognizing that you are now feeling the presence of these dear ones. Please understand that these two stand as your guardians today in love, to assist you in vibrationally aligning to understanding and comprehending the message that you will be receiving from this third dear one that will come to you. We will not reveal that name to you at this time, but you will know you are feeling their presence. You're getting prepared. Wow. Archangel Michael and Raphael. Gotta love that. Yeah, their energy is very powerful, especially when you start opening up to it. And when archangels get close, you literally do feel the energy changing in your body. The goosebumps, truth. Some people call them truth bumps, but you can also pick up their energy that way. And your body can only interpret their energy at the level that it's at. So again, Archangel Michael is saying to not get caught up and be so fascinated with the physical symptoms you experience. Be more curious about where those physical symptoms are originating. Simply close your eyes and allow yourself to feel the energy that comes to cause this. Feel the energy that comes to cause this sensation that you call the shivers or shakes, whatever name you give to the energy that you're receiving from our presence and the one that is to come to you today. Wow. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Nancy, for that. Wow. Hi, Marjorie. Hello, Marianne. Hi, Colleen. Colleen's asking, what is the message to us on how to best demonstrate our commitment to this peaceful movement, besides being peaceful and focusing on the energy of desire? This is a great question, Colleen, and Yes, I'm going to speak on this. I'm presuming you're referring to this global movement. That's not just the truckers. It's a movement in our consciousness. Please understand, the truckers are a manifestation globally of the human collective unconsciousness beginning to unite with a single purpose of freedom. Please understand that that's what we're witnessing. This is the soul of humanity waking up from the deep sleep of subjectivity to manufactured conditions that do not represent the divine state that humanity has been moving towards for nigh on 2,000 years now. Please understand, the best way you can contribute is to stay in that vibrational state of peace, in that vibrational state of love, and to contribute. I've been guided, my partner and I were guided, we're going to be going back to Ottawa this weekend. We were there last weekend, and it was one of the most peaceful and beautiful events I've ever been to of that magnitude. And we were there for a night and a day, and it's just families and people joining together with a conception of freedom that they know what freedom is on a soul level, but humanity is trying to articulate and give birth to our human soul. The human collective soul on this planet is awakening right now. And when you see it in a large number like that, where people are united and caring about each other and loving each other and for a single purpose, it's not just about freedom of choice, it's freedom of being. That there is, the human soul is waking up. Just suffice to say that. So I'll be going to Ottawa tomorrow. I will be doing a live Facebook and YouTube stream where I will show you what's going on there. I'll walk you through it. Also, I will be doing a guided meditation before I leave to Ottawa here that will help with that process tomorrow. And again, my guardian angel John will be doing that meditation tomorrow, and it's called Unknowing. Unknowing. And that's going to be meditation tomorrow before we go to Ottawa. And then when I get to Ottawa, I will be doing a live stream from there on Facebook and on YouTube so that people can get firsthand look of what's really going on there. Like I said, watching the families out with their kids on the sleds on the Ottawa Hill by the Parliament buildings, and people having hot chocolate, dancing and celebrating life, hugging, complete strangers, high-fiving, and that's the spirit we felt all around. And we walked for 7 or 8 blocks as far as we could go, because it was quite cold there, it was minus 20. So we walked for 7 or 8 blocks in opposite directions to see just how vast this movement of the human soul awakening. I always said, years ago, I was told that Canada was going to be the birthplace of the phenomena of the human soul as something that would be universal to humanity. And we're literally watching that happen right now. And it's not about who's good and who's bad, who's right, who's wrong. It's literally the human soul saying, we are awakening from the old self. We are awakening from the dominion of mind and body over our soul. And that there is no being on this planet that has the right nor the capacity to restrict the evolution of the human soul as much as they might try. Anyway, very exciting. So for those of you that are curious about the meditation, there'll be one tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Called Unknowing with my guardian angel John. And then at 11 o'clock, for those of you that are familiar with our mediumship program, at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, Eastern Standard Time, there'll be the orientation for our Mediumship 104 masterclass called Transcendence that begins next Monday, and we do the orientation at 11 a.m. tomorrow. And then from there, we will leave for Ottawa and probably get there around 4:30, 5 o'clock. And we'll share our journey with you there. We are heading for amazing times. Anyway, let's get back to you guys, because this is, I don't want to go too far there, because you'll get that tomorrow. Wonderful. Question from Jana. I want to manifest free from the past. I try to send love to hurt parts of me from the past. So the road is free. Any advice? Thank you. Come to the meditation tomorrow morning, Jana. The meditation is going to be run by my guardian angel John, and it's called Unknowing. And he's saying specifically, learning to let go of what you know rather than trying to figure out what you should or should not know is the first step to your freedom. Unknowing what you think you know is the first step to your freedom. Yes. And he'll be bringing us through that tomorrow. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. Question from Daniela. Will Neri's orthopedic doctor have a solution for the pain in the leg? Yeah. I'm saying yeah, not to that answer. I'm saying yeah because I'm hearing what they're saying. Understand that there are, yes, it is not about the pain. It is about liberating themselves from pain. There is a deep pain they still hold, and the memory of it rests in their body. I simply say to them, release this pain. Release this pain from your consciousness so that your body may heal. Yes, I reside with her. I am her guardian. I sit on her right side, but she must allow this. She must not hold on to this anymore. She must release this. There is no need for it anymore. But it needs attention. It needs attention. It needs the attention that it could not receive at the time of its inception and the time that followed that compounded it. I will not disclose the nature of the events that brought this pain forth, but I will disclose that it is resolvable, that it is within her own consciousness to do this, that she simply needs to decide to restore love to the part that is suffering in great fear that over time has resulted in this intense pain. Wow. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you, Danielle. Great question. Question from JC. Are the swollen glands and floatiness I felt a result of the current energies? Yes. Yes, they are. There's a lot of beings on the planet feeling that. And there are huge transformations between the earth and the sun. There is a huge movement in Gaia's energy field. Gaia is going through an evolution as well. Couple that with some of the activities of men that are in highly organized structures that are utilizing electromagnetic manipulation for some of you. We would simply encourage you in your meditations to align your consciousness to this beautiful being that you call the sun. Understand from the perspective of your senses, you think it is just a big ball of warmth and light in the sky, but you do not understand that it is a consciousness, an entity, an intelligence that is a creative intelligence in nature. So in your desire to realign your energy to a higher frequency from a biological perspective, simply put your attention on the consciousness of the sun. Feel the alignment of your energy and its energy biologically. This will also necessitate a different perceptual awareness for you as your consciousness is no longer localized to perceiving exclusively through the 5 physical senses. For to place your attention on the sun requires that you be able to extend your awareness beyond the confines of your mind and body. The minute you place your attention on the sun, you move your awareness beyond the confines of the body, and now you are free for a short time. So place your energy on the intelligence of that consciousness and allow it to offer you light, and not simply the light that you see with your eyes called daytime, but the light that you are in your own heart, that it is partially responsible for manifesting the form in which you find yourself existing through. Wow. Thank you so much for that question, JC. Moran is asking for, can I get a message for today, please? Yeah, I'm just getting, I have to say, I'm yes, hang on. They're just very excited for you. The birthday, the reminder of the birthday is not so much that it is another time you have existed in that body for a cycle of what you call around the sun, this annual event. The conception of the birthday was not simply to keep you enthralled with the idea of you are 1 year older, it was also to remind you that there is a day of birth in your awareness. Pay close attention to the birth of your awareness, which is able to be free of the limits and confines made of men and by men, for men, that you as awareness give birth to your awareness, to be reminded that your birthday is the awareness, the recognition that you are a divine consciousness, here to articulate a manifestation of that divine consciousness through the mechanism of your body. And when you align to this purpose that you came here, and you bring it and you embody it in your mind, you will give rise and give birth to a whole new creation brought through to this world by you. And all of you have this birthday. Every one of you are free to have a birthday any day. So you have the opportunity to see this as simply another day around the sun, while you also have the opportunity to give birth to your awareness as that which is independent of matter, but causative to it. You must understand that you are so deliciously able to cause and alter and change the circumstance of your world when you understand the mechanisms of your awareness in relationship to the manifestation of thought and its effect on the conditions of matter, time, and space. Wow. Thank you, Moran. That's great. Great message. Thank you so much. Question from Gina. I feel I am being compelled to step out in a big way. Is what I'm feeling, thinking about, yes. I'm just being told yes. But there's something behind and to your left, and they're saying there's something that that has to be taken away, taken out. Is that really appropriate? There's something that needs to be taken out from your body. Something has to be. I don't. Something to be taken is, what is it? There's something that has to be taken from the body. It's a very odd message, but it's this. What's this related to? It's something. Some of this is related to food. Something has to be taken out of the body. Again, I don't know what it is, but they're very insistent. It's causing a blockage in this part of the system. So I'm not sure what that is. But there's something that's being put in the body that needs to be taken out of the body. That's how I understand that. Thank you, Gina. Great question. Wow. Wonderful. Question from Drusilla. Is this constant sound just energy, or is it trying to communicate something? There is a frequency. There are several frequencies that we're being contended with. There's the frequencies of what men are making with these electronic devices. They're saying these devices that men have made are generating a frequency that is I'll say white noise. It interferes with your perception of what you're really seeking. Do not be distracted. Again, the ability you have to place your body and your mind into a state of stillness. Your body and mind would not do this volitionally on this own. You must instruct your body to sit and instruct your mind to be still. The sound, the vibration that you're seeking cannot be heard through your ears, nor can its beauty be seen through your eyes. But you may know it, and you may feel it, and you may see it and bear witness to it. But be willing first to, we'll use the term perform the resurrection on yourself, where you simply place your body and mind into a condition similar to what you would call sleep, and then ascend your awareness out of the body. Ascend your awareness out of the body, independent of its impositions on your awareness. And in this place of awareness, you will perceive and see and hear and know that which you are truly seeking to see and hear and to know. Understand this. What you wish to seek you will not find in the flesh alone, nor in your thoughts. Most of these are very temporary and not as meaningful as the nature of what you are. Be willing to ascend your energy out of the body, out of the mind, so that you can become more cognizant. Again, my guardian angel John stepping in, he's saying, join the meditation tomorrow at 10 a.m. on unknowing. That's going to be really exciting. Unknowing is related to this concept that they're giving you right now. Question, thank you, Trisha, for that question. Question from Marigold. I have spent time at Sedona, Arizona. I felt at home. Does that feeling mean I would thrive there if I moved there? Somebody's telling me you don't need a comfort zone right now. You need dynamic change. Too many of you are settling for comfort and safety, and the result of comfort and safety has led to your delay in awakening. It is the dynamic movement of energy in all forms, whether it is in the world of the physical realm, the mental realm, or the spiritual realm. The dynamic movement of energy is essential for the evolution of your consciousness and the evolution of all creation. All creation is movement. It is movement of sight. It is movement of sound. It is movement of the visible and the invisible. Please understand that a comfort zone would not do you much well at this time, but an excitement zone would be more beneficial. Find the place where you are excited, not simply comfortable. Excitation will move your energy. It will enliven your body and mind, and it will liberate your soul to a greater potential of itself in its manifestation through matter. Wow, great question. Got time for one more question today, guys. Wonderful. Just check and see if I missed anybody. So we're going to be, question from Mary Ann. I've been told I am an earth angel with a purpose of helping Mother Gaia. How do I move towards this purpose? Wow. Whoa. I'm getting this huge white light shooting up from the soul star of Gaia, like literally the center point of her consciousness. Like there's this white light coming up to move your awareness, to the place where her heart beats, where her soul resides. Move your awareness there. This is an actual physical space in time at what you call the geographical center of the earth. It is where there's a type of energy there called plasmoid. It's literally a high, I can't describe it because I just see it as this incredibly bright white light, but it's centralized and it radiates like your heartbeat. It's like a lot like the way your heart beats, but this is her soul light. Move your awareness to the soul light. Therein, I will offer you guidance in the way of images and thoughts from that place. Move your awareness there. You will also be able to ask questions of me directly there, but move your awareness to there, dear one. The time is now, and you know it is now, for you have called me forth, and now you are ready. Step into this. Step into this with me. Let our purposes be joined. Wow. She's asking me to tell you to literally do that right now. Move your awareness down to the very geographical center of the earth. She's saying the brighter it gets, the closer you come to the central point of the nexus of her consciousness and how it emanates out and maintains the world from the inside. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, she's talking about her history and other things. I don't want to, about where her evolution is. She's evolving. She's not a young girl anymore. She's not a young lady anymore. She's laughing at me. Wow. Thank you for that question, Mary. So again, I'm going to announcements for today. Okay, so for those of you that are former students of my Mediumship program, we have our Mediumship 104 premiering starting next Monday. The registration for the Mediumship 104 course masterclass called Transcendence will be open until Sunday evening. It is for students that have taken one or all or any combination of our Mediumship 101, 102, and 103 program. You must have taken at least one of those programs to be able to go into the Transcendence meditation program. And again, it is going to be a very intense and incredible 3 weeks. And I'm looking forward to, so many of you already signed up. I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow at the orientation at 11 a.m. Also on March the 5th, 2022, we begin our Mediumship 101 Beginners Program. That's a program for learning how to tap into and tune into your guides and angels. What are the fundamental steps? How do you go from just hearing with your ears and eyes, and how do you tap into these other beings that are all around us all the time? You're not alone. And this ascension movement is bringing many of these beings from other planetary systems, star systems, dimensions, ascended masters, people that are not in form but in consciousness. And they're literally converging here during this time of transition and ascension. And that's going to start March the 5th, 2022. And our Mediumship 102 program begins April the 2nd, 2022. All this information can be found on my website. The link for my website is in the description box below any of the videos on my site. Now, next week is going to be a very interesting week. I'm sorry, I'm just amazed. It's the first time I've had, nobody's asked Harry Houdini a single question. I find that very, very fascinating. He doesn't care. He doesn't like talking. He likes demonstrating. So on Monday, this coming Monday, on February the 8th, 2022, my guardian angel John is going to talk about becoming unknown. And he said it's about the being is free. When you move into the unknown, that's when your being is free in the unknown. You're not free in the known, you're free in the unknown. And then on Wednesday, February the 10th, what are you afraid of? And that's going to be with Archangel Michael. What are you afraid of? And I'm really excited about that because the energy around that is going to be literally about liberating ourselves from fear. And on next Friday, February the 12th, fear not, the kingdom of God is within you. And that's going to be with Archangel Matthew. I've never heard of Archangel Matthew. I thought it was one of the apostles, but apparently it's not. He says he's not the Matthew from biblical times, but he is an archangel, and he calls himself Matthew. And he's even coming out and discussing that the kingdom of God is, fear not, that the kingdom of God is within you. So I'm going to be excited about that. I hope you guys will join me for that next weekend. And also, remember, after tomorrow afternoon, I will be heading to Ottawa, which is just a short 4-hour drive from here. And I will be doing a live event there. And I'm also considering, somebody's asked me if I'd be willing to do a live event meditation out in Ottawa. And I'm certainly considering that. But I will be definitely going live when we get there. So you can actually see with your own eyes through what we show you what's going on there. And again, there's just so much misinformation about what's really occurring there. And I think that's all I really need to say about that. I hope you'll join me tomorrow on short Supernatural Saturday for the meditation with my guardian angel John. And I'll look forward to seeing my students at the orientation for the Mediumship 104 tomorrow. We're so looking forward to this. It's going to be a wonderful and a joyful day. And I want to thank all of your support and contributions. And also, once again, Robin Peterson, you won the free reading with me this month. So please go to my website and you can book your schedule at your appointment through my calendar on my website. And I'll look forward to giving you that free reading this month. And again, thank you to my patrons. You guys have no idea the kind of what your support does. Not only does it allow us to be free to continue pursuing the weekly shows that we do every week, it makes that time free, but it also supports one of our favorite organizations, Our Underground Railroad, which is an organization that focuses on the rescuing of children from the sex slave trade. And they're doing amazing things. And we donate a percentage of our proceeds goes to that program every single month. And so if you want to support that group, the link is in the description box below, Our Underground Railroad. Support them yourselves, or you can also support this channel by becoming a patron and go to my Patreon page, patreon.com/William Michael Forbes. And again, thank you guys so much. And again, for those of you that are coming up to the 104, get ready. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be an amazing 3 weeks from what I've seen and what they've been telling me. So much love, everybody. Have yourselves a wonderful and a joyful day, and I will see you tomorrow.